This is going to be very weird. Hi. I hope this is working. This is a website called Magic the Gathering Nexus. You make your own Magic the Gathering set, and then you make your own Magic the Gathering cards in the sets. These are all of the sets that I've made. I've made more that I deleted, and all the deleted sets got put into where it says random creations. So there's 192 cards that are in there that don't belong to a specific set. I'm not going to show those. Sorry, there was something on my glasses, but I'm not going to show those, but that is a thing that does exist. This originally was going to be the first set, Crypt Ascension. And then, out of nowhere, after I did all of these, once I got to here, between this set and this set, which is technically, set 2 of the block or whatever, I ended up randomly deciding to do a few basic sets that's kind of like alpha and, alpha, beta, whatever. So that's what basic set 1, 2, and 3 are. There's a phone in the background. I am not answering that. It is not my phone. You're going to have to just deal with the phone ringing. Sorry. But yeah, those are basically meant to be very shit sets. They're not meant to be good. This video is going to show you the first set. Again, these are not meant to be good. These are meant to be very basic stuff. These are meant to be throwaway cards. They're not intended to be useful. Well, I mean, they're throwaway cards, but they're not meant to be good. They're meant to be the very basic. I don't know how else to describe it, sorry. But I'll go through them real quick. This whole video will be just this one set because there's not very many cards in here to begin with. And I will kind of rush through these. You can see what they are in the video anyways. And there's not much text for them. And what I decided to do for the very first basic set is I decided to do a naming scheme with all of these being color based. So white is literally just white. So white angel, white bird, white gravity, white griffin, etc., etc. So white angel is basically just Sarah Angel. White bird is just a very basic 2/1 white bird. It's 2 cost. It's very shit, whatever. White gravity is basically a pacifism. White griffin is basically, I'm having a brain fart on the name. I forgot the name. Is it Wild Griffin? I don't remember what the name of it was, but yeah. Oh, Assault Griffin. I think it's Assault Griffin, if I remember right. White Mercy is Angel's Mercy, but instead of you gain 7 life, it's you gain 8 life. I don't know why I changed it, and the way that I did, whatever. Whiteout, dumb word, whatever. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. A white soldier, it is just a 1-drop vanilla 2/2. White shield, 1-drop instant, prevent 3 damage dealt to target creature. A lot of these are cards that I based on other things and then make slight changes to it. White shield is an example. White mercy, obviously, yeah. Whitewash. I don't remember why I did it, but I chose this as the name. there gets to be a point where I'm getting so lazy with these names that I'm trying to do names with the color that I decided that makes sense. And for whatever reason, I don't remember what my reason was, but whitewash was the idea that came to my mind. Enchanted creature loses all abilities. That's it. So it's like you're washing away their abilities. But like, also I just realized there is a double space in between the comma and trample. I just realized that. And that's the thing too. I think there's gonna be typos. There's gonna be, mistakes in these. Alright? Like, that's just a given. I mean, I have to go through a lot of these and double check them later on, but as of right now, I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, I'll go back before I turn them into real cards. Blue balls. Again, a lot of these names are just like, I chose the theme of the set, which is color, and then at this point, I'm just making up words that go with it. And some of these are jokes, some of these are just whatever. But blue balls is a joke, Yeah. Spree. So it's blue, and then Spree, which is just 2. Put an instant or sorcery card from a graveyard on top of your library. Another blue is draw a card, scry 1. There you go. The most you'll pay is 4. Next is Blue Brain. I don't know why I decided that, but for 3, you can draw 4 cards. It's just a better version of, what's it called? What's it called? Divination. I don't know why it took me that long to remember that name. Blue Counter is just a lazy, name. Yeah, I'm sorry. These are all lazy names. This is Wild Drake, basically, but it's Blue Drake. Blue Departure. I don't remember what the original name of, or what this is based on, but the word departure is from whatever the original thing this is based on is from. I'm sorry. But yeah, counter target spell, then draw X, where X is that creature's converted mana cost. I think this is based on something, I don't remember. Bluefish, a very lazy 1/1 island walk. Blue Foam, tap target creature, then place a stun counter on it, and then scry X. Blue Thief, it's literally just, an already exists. I think it's like Scroll Thief is the name. But yeah, it's the same effect. 1/3, Merfolk Rogue, all that same stuff. Blue Light, during your upkeep, scry 3. It's an enchantment. I don't remember if this is based on something or not. I don't remember. Black Caress, I feel like you would know what this is based on, but yeah, this is based on an already existing card. I'm not going to read some of these. Black Curse. This is another card that's based on an already existing card. In fact, I actually own what this is based on. Black Caress. I think it's Duress. Yeah. Black Edict. I don't know what that word means. Edict. That's a weird word. It's based off of an already existing card, I think. I just don't remember what that card was. Black Geist. This is another card based off of something that already exists. The only difference is, I think the original was a 2/2. I don't remember. Black Intimidation Incarnate. I don't know what this is based on, or if it even is. But it's a double X black sorcery. As an additional cost to cast the spell, pay X life. You draw X cards, then target player X discards X cards. And then you create a XX black demon creature token. Black Harpy, flying 2/2. When this creature dies, target opponent discards 2 cards, you lose 2 life. I forgot to change that. Okay, there we go. Next is Black Bat. This creature has Death Touch as long as it's attacking. It's 1/1. Black Rites. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. Black Vicious. Target player discards a card, mills a card, then loses a life. Red Banefire. It's pretty obvious what this card is. I'm not going to even read this effect. Red Dragon. I found out after I made this card, way after. Oh, sorry, Red Dragoon. But I found out Red Dragon was already a card. And then I immediately forgot later on that it was already a card and made my own Red Dragon. And then I remembered afterwards, and then I decided, fuck it, I'm not renaming it. So, yes, there's Red Dragoon, which is this. And then in another set, there's Red Dragon that I just didn't remember that it existed. So, I'm sorry. Red Claws of Runescar, it's literally just Claws of Valakut, which I own 2 copies, and I gave one of them to somebody else. Red Fire, I don't have to really bother with that one. Red Flare, don't have to really bother with that one. These are very simple cards. Red Goblin Army, very basic as to what it is. Red Goblin, again, another basic card. A lot of these are just things that already exist, as I said. Red Infernal Blast, deal X damage to each creature you don't control. Red Rage, target creature gets +1/+1 and has first strike and haste until end of turn. Green Elf, Green Gathering, Green. I don't know why I fucking named that Green. I'm sorry, but it's just an enchantment. It says green and then drink. That's a reference. I'm not gonna get into it. It's a personal reference to things that were happening IRL a while back. Green Giant is a reference to a company as well as green beans, basically. Green peas, because it's a company that makes those things. But yeah, it's a giant, it's green, whatever. Trample, when this creature enters, search your library for 2 basic lands. Shuffle your library, then place one of the basic lands on the top of your library and the other basic land on the battlefield tapped. Green Love. And Green Snake, which is based on a card that I have. I just forgot the name. I think it's Ambush Snake, if I remember right. Except that was a 2/1. I don't remember. I think so. Yeah, I don't remember. Green Love, though, it's target creature you control gets +1/+1 for each creature you control until end of turn. I probably should have worded that so it says for each green creature or something, because of the name Green Love. I feel like that makes more sense, but whatever. Green Spider is based off of Recluse. Green Strength, I forgot what this is based on, but yeah. Green Worm, that's a very shit card in my opinion, but whatever. It's another thing that's based off of a card I have. The only difference is the original card this is based on is a dual color. It was red and green, but I just made it so it's just green. Stone Ignite is based off of an actual card that is also called Ignite. I don't remember the whole name though, but it's the same effect. Stone Lotus, based off of an actual Lotus card. I think it's White Lotus. If you haven't noticed, all of the artifact cards, instead of color, I named them stone, which becomes a theme for the second basic set. But yeah, Stone Midrow is just drawing a card. It's a very basic card, whatever. Stone Mox. It's shit, in my opinion. Whatever. Stone Sword. Yeah, there you go. These are all shit cards. I don't think any of these are really good. I made cards based off of a lot of, different cards. And then there was a couple of them that I was trying to make my own, and then I realized, oh shit, it's literally already a card that exists in real life. And then I realized I didn't really do much that doesn't already exist. And to be honest, that's kind of how it is for a lot of these sets. So, that's 50 cards. That's basic set 1. There you go. I have a lot of different sets that I've made. The next video I do where I show you guys anything will be from this set right here. I did lore on some of these sets, but the lore that I've mainly focused on was Crypt Ascension, Ancients Unleashed, and God's Descent. Those 3 sets were those were the first ones I started doing, and those were the ones I mainly was making lore for. And then I started doing lore for, like, Welcome to Trinity. And then that's kind of where it died down, and I didn't do lore as much. I do want to go back and do lore again, but I've been focusing a lot on just making the sets. I have an idea on the lore, like the Daiklo, sorry. There's the Gamma City shit, which is an entire block. And then once you get to, like, right here, there are 3 sets that have nothing to do with one another. And that's not even a block. It's not meant to be a block. They're just 3 different sets that don't have any connection to one another. Yes, I'm making a Pokemon set that's going to have 200 cards in it. Yes, I'm making my own DC Universe set. Yes, this is technically meant to be the first set of a new block. These are standalone sets that I'm spreading out. So, a lot of this stuff is spread out like that. Sorry. I will show you real quickly what the most recent card I made was. Just as a bonus, I guess. So this is, if you look at the symbol, this is the foundation set that I was, which is the last one I made. Her name is Levy, which is Leviathan, basically. She's the Ocean Guild Mage. It is based on the Guild Pact stuff, in a sense. She is the black and blue Guild Mage. She's a 5-cost 4/4 squid merfolk. Other merfolk creatures you control have unblockable. During your upkeep, create 2 1/1 blue merfolk creature tokens with hexproof. I made sure to use a token that already exists when I made this. So for 2, create a copy of target merfolk creature you control, or a spell targeting a merfolk creature you control. And then for 6, you can transform Levy. And this is the transformed version of her. Levy, the Ocean Demon. She is a squid demon, black, 6/6. She has menace. Merfolk creatures you control are demons and have menace. Whenever another player takes damage, they mill that much. So obviously the wording on a lot of these are going to be a bit weird. I'm sorry. Whenever you cast a black spell, each other player sacrifices 2 permanents. For 5, you return target permanent in your graveyard to the battlefield or your hand. I feel like I should reword that a bit. That's just how it is right now. again, before I turn these into real cards, I'm gonna go back and reword a lot of these to have at least somewhat better grammar, to fix any typos, spelling mistakes, things like that. But as of right now, with what they are, what do you call it? They're the drafts, I guess, the rough drafts. And then before I turn them into real cards, I'll go through it to make sure that they are as good as I can make them. Grammar, spelling, blah blah blah. And then if it turns out that I turn them into real cards because I missed something, like, oh hey, there's a word that is spelled wrong and I missed it when I was looking through it a second time. Well, it's too late. I already made it into a real card, and at that point, I'm not going back because it's already a card. Yes, I can edit it later on, but there's already a physical version of it that has that mistake. So, but yeah, the way that things are going to work is that they're going to be turned into real cards, and then I'm going to be starting my own just for fun draft tournament, again, just for fun. And I want to see how it goes. And if you haven't noticed, in this set, alright, there's no legendary creatures. There's no mythics. I didn't want there to be mythics. I didn't want there to be legendary creatures. And in the second basic set, it's the same thing. There's, at least I think by the time I made the basic set 3 is when I kind of strayed away from the original reason why I made these and started making complex and actual good cards, which I didn't want to do. And then that's also when I started doing legendary shit and mythic. Again, I ended up straying away from the original reason why they existed to begin with. And I'm sorry. But yeah, there you go. Sorry for talking for as long as I have. I will make another video in the future showing you basic set 2. I hope the video is okay. I don't know how the audio is. I can't test it. I hope that my audio is picked up. I have no way of knowing until after the video is done. So, yeah. Alright, adios.